Welcome back. So we can do routes now, which float static basically. So we can to router two. You just have for variable router two a routing table. This are what we call routing table like this. This is the routing table. Basically show routing. So we just continue. We need to be careful people understand for go. This is router two, right? For router two for Gaia, just one or three. We decide for use this route instead of this route here, and it almost the same. We use this one knowledge. Yeah, but we use one knowledge. Why would we use this? As I say, flat floats can inside floats basically like backup routes. Like you don't have floats, I just say backup. Like in case this get problem, this time I get problem like we use this one I have go use that. So we can't see example of that. So we just say we can inside here router two. And try for set backup route. So let's just say we set a starting backup. So IP route one count 1.3.0.0.0 255.255.255.248. Yeah. So that one say use this other one instead of this because at this is I can also see equaling by 23.3.0 that yeah, it shows and correct. But why use now this 12 here? I tell why use so we can say consider for so we just say 12 dots 0 dots dot 0 dot 0 dot 1. But now this is very important because the administrative distance all kind of sign out. So if I see the question mark here for it, I want to say distance metric for this route, I therefore say like I'll back up at it. I remember saying it the default static out the administrative distance are 1. And the lower the administrative distance they add the preference. So like if you low the value are more past the way high. So just say this one even don't call it first here. It's a 1. We can get this now 5. We'll say 5. Okay. That is it. So that is so now if we try for see the route C table, we don't enter route I perfectly okay, not show error. If we also like show IP routes, sorry, you usually see you okay for count 1.103. You see, you say if you look carefully, you see for count dot 1.39 is connected via 23.0.0.3. When I connect, look how put back up there. I don't know if this really makes sense. Like it kind of makes sense. Like although don't put a route for they use this wire, and then they use that because it this thing has background, like this thing and this and 1 is a 5. Like way low, it's like I say the value are more past how way it high. So you using all load and this aspect for so for example, guys I out at two now. Don't just say what if they why you put backup, why backup important? What if they get possible guys say okay, I can't switch a short gigabit goes dash 2, I can shut that down. Or you say config t, we just say interface j0 slash 2. We connect to this route here when you use this line here. So if you want to say make more entire, we'll say shut down and it shuts. And that one said after that one said like basic message of to this subnet here, to this subnet here. But you don't shut like half a go. So now if you watch back this routing table, the CC ah for kind of 203 and 23.3.0, 23.0.0.3 that we use. So if I say now do show IP route, or in my copy can pop up now for say for car subnet static car so 1.0.0.0 we use now 12.0.0.1 using administrative distance of 5. See, because it's basically a backup tool the route. So if you like this to appear now, I only see the this 23 don't see because you don't really shut them out. So you see, like I put this this interface here on you. Say back say you switch back go to the number one. If I say no shots and the inside the interface already no shots. They come on, not just like few time for like to load back everything again. So if I enter this interface, just if I enter back, I just say do try payouts. They don't change because like the prefer the lower and lower. So the float is kind of like a backup, a backup. There was something in case something go on. Oh, I take charge. Don't do anything together. Basically, that's what the float does. Like backup or background or like backup what's it. You can also configure float tab for Kaya because I will use. So these are just examples of how to do floats. This will get what for and do it like do it like one you know that so don't do start before starting. So we don't do simple static, we don't do float static. That one stuff we do now like the default static routes, basically, yeah. Mm. So yeah, what do that did also so experience see that. So we just I'm doing something quickly. Like I can just I know pause the video, I just show you about show go through. So now I can like save configuration parameter 0 and try for short term out there add something para. So I'm going to shut it off. Now I add internet connection this so I can just add it right now here. Put it back on. It's loading. Okay, just fast forward and see. I think everything is back to normal. You guys ever see the IP routers I have? Enable show IP routes. Also, like everything back is okay. What I just want to add like internet to see out for internet. So we just say we get something like this. So we want to this internet connection. We just so take put here and take you just click back quick one. A serial ladder. So this is serial like a serial port for connect to one area. So just so we name this is a internet connections 20/3.0.0.0/30 /30, yeah. And don't just configure this now. So say